Um, it's been a good transition. It's nice. I live in Troy East, which are apartments owned by USC. It's been a nice transition kind of to go from the dorms to these USC-owned apartments and then off to my own apartment next semester. We've never had really any problems with living in USC housing, but we live in a good building. All of our maintenance requests are typically done the day after we submit them. The furniture isn't the best, the appliances aren't the best, but Troy East is pretty cheap to live in and it's pretty spacious. So for sophomore year, it's not that bad.
Okay. And then how do you, what are your favorite things about Trojan housing this semester, and what do you think is going to change as you move into independent housing next semester?
One of my favorite things, well, I don't know if it's a favorite thing, but it goes back to the maintenance. When we put in maintenance requests, they're dealt with really easily. We had to get our entire fridge replaced. We've had to have our garbage disposal replaced, and we've had to have our toilet fixed, which is a sign that the materials that were given to begin with aren't the best quality, but they really do their best. Trojan Housing really does their best to have good upkeep, and I think that's probably going to change the most when I switch into independent housing next semester, is that I don't foresee my landlord or my maintenance people fixing my problems the day after I report them. So yeah, I think that's going to be the biggest thing.
Okay, and then overall, sort of like the move of students from university-owned housing to more off-campus independent housing. Just having been a student here for 2 years, how do you think that sort of slow, gradual process changes the campus dynamic?
Well, one thing, you definitely see a lot of underclassmen on campus more often. When you see people walking around campus, they're mostly freshmen and sophomores because those are the people who primarily live here. In terms of hanging out, you really pull a lot of people off of campus because parties and social gatherings or meetings, a lot of times those are going to be done at people's independent residences, which are going to be off campus if they're juniors or seniors. And I think that's probably the biggest thing, is just in terms of people being on campus, especially on the weekends, it's primarily freshmen and sophomores because everybody else, they either live too far away from campus to just make a bunch of quick trips or to just hang out on campus.